All right, here we go. Video number 3. We're going to be working on the sit command. So there's 3 parts to the sit command. The first one is to use hand motions to lure your dog into a sit. Once you get that, the second one is to not use any hand gestures or body movements at all, that they just learned the actual word. And then the third rather is the silent stay, and we'll work on that as well. So we're going to start with the first one. Zoe does already know this, but I'm going to try to give you an example of what I mean by luring them into position. Come, Zoe. You're going to go up and over their head. Sit. Good girl. Woo-hoo. Good girl. She wanted to jump up and get that treat. Good girl. So, Zoe, sit. Good girl. All right. So see how I put my hand up over her head? It kind of makes them naturally go into the sit position. You don't want to push them down. You want to get them to go in the position without having to push them down. So work on that a few times until you're confident that they understand that the hand signal. Zoe, come. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Zoe. Sit. Good girl. So as soon as your bottom hits the floor, you want to mark it with good girl, quickly followed by your treat. Okay, so once you get that done, the next thing is to get her to sit without the hand gesture. So, sorry. Sit. Good girl. And followed by the treat. Zoe. Sit. Good girl. And followed by the treat. So you work on this. Zoe. Sit. Good girl. And the treat. Once you're confident that they have this down, then you're going to move into the more advanced sit, which we will show you here, which you're going to basically having them stay in the sit until you release them, and you're going to give them the command free. And so it's going to go kind of like this, so that the dog understands that when you put them in a sit, you want them to stay until you release them. It's called a silent stay. So we're going to work on that next. So this is how you do that. Zoe. Sit. Good girl. I marked the sit. Free. Good girl. And then on free, we give the treat. So it goes like this. Sit. Good girl. Mark your sit. Wait a few minutes. Good girl. Free. Good girl. And then you give her the treat, or him on the treat. If you want, what you want to do is lengthen the duration of this, but don't go too long. They're puppies, and you can continue to mark that with saying good girl, good boy, and you can increase the duration of that. So there's the 3. We'll do a couple more. Zoe. Sit. Good girl. Free. Good girl. Good girl, Zoe. Good girl. One more. Sit. Free. Good girl. She's a little tired today. And there you go. There's the 3 parts of the stay. Work or on the sit. Work on that. And then we'll be back with the next video.